Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Sunday, October 1st, 2017, 440 days on the road, and we're celebrating birthday month here in Hilton Head, South Carolina. And it got off to an exciting start on our first day here. While paddling out on the bayou the other day, I almost hit a 10-foot-long alligator. Yeah, heading home, I think I set a new paddling record. That 30-minute paddle home that should have taken an hour got me to thinking about life and death and all the big stuff. And a sentence that caught my eye back in 2015 while scanning our photos and documents. Hand in hand, the old woman and her old man crossed over to the other side of the mountain. Most Sundays, in the year before Living in Beauty, Jim and I scanned every document, photo, journal, diary, newspaper clipping, letter, and manuscript. It was like watching our lives flash before our eyes. Considering the period, my journal entry was probably inspired by the nearly sainted spiritual guru, Thomas Merton, author of The Seven-Story Mountain and The Other Side of the Mountain. Today, it reminds me more of the old chicken riddle. Why did the old couple cross over the mountain? To buy cheaper pharmaceuticals, of course. The other side of the mountain, like the other side of the door or the moon, is a metaphor to describe risk, fear, and the unknown. In literature, it's present in everything from heaven to apocalypse, and is applied toward war, peace, fantasy, hope in darkness, life and death. But most prominent in my memory is a campfire song we Girl Scouts sang merrily in rounds. The bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. Wow. Did I have a moment of prescience in my late 20s? Hand in hand, the old woman and her old man crossed over to the other side of the mountain to see what they could see. Did that couple want to be nimble and free, to follow their instincts wherever they lead? Yes, it all began when we realized home ownership had stopped being fun. Once upon a California time, we craved the excitement of playing the equity game, the wheeling and dealing with insurance, taxes, loans, and upgrades. Adulting tasks were fun back then, and the exciting SoCal housing market energized our youthful ambitions. But even Disneyland closes at night. With only 20 to 30 years left, the financial reality for us is owning a home fails the economic efficiency test. Even if our property was paid off, our DIY days are over. So the cost to properly remodel and maintain our two-on-one over the next couple of decades would amount to more than twice what we paid for our first house. Figuring in life expectancy, the recalibration of our financial profile didn't provide much room to continue status quo. Just as many sharp, hardworking, and educated Gen Xers can't survive on one job nowadays, many retired boomers can't keep their house and quit working, much less add travel to their retirement scenario. One day in our financial advisor's office, we suddenly realized all this. What we needed, what we wanted, was to let it all go and recreate our lives. We went to lunch at Karl Strauss that afternoon, exhilarated by possibilities and overwhelmed by the workload ahead. Later that week, we scheduled dance lessons in Hillcrest. We needed to slow dance through this transition, be kind to ourselves. First, we cleared out the living room to make a space to practice ballroom and swing and chip away at our monumental task. In the end, we learned that we're awful dancers, but we rocked at letting go as we embraced the less is more movement so many have championed before us. A most thrilling payoff to living in beauty is the stuff we don't have to do anymore, We'll never have to arrange another loan, apply for permits, or hire a contractor for a remodel. We're done with sanding cabinets, termite treatments, building inspections, scheduling and rescheduling, delays and tenant applications. And as full-time RVers, we're past the noise and filth of neighboring remodeling projects, hiring gardeners, housekeepers, storing stuff we don't need. Garage cleaning, garage sales, and shopping for furniture we'll someday have to donate anyway. Which goes to explain why, after 18 months of living in beauty, we're still celebrating, shunning self-confinement and walled fortresses for shadowy woods and rushing streams. In the 80s, during my Merton phase, I copied passages of wisdom about the woes of this modern age on slips of paper. Some I kept for years. Our minds are like crows. They pick up everything that glitters, no matter how uncomfortable our nests get with all that metal in them. And today, here we are, a pair of old crows scavenging the countryside for sparkly moments to adorn our metal nest, our gleaming hermitage, where we sip wine from metal cups and plan for one more night and one more day. Edgy, yes, but cozy as Christmas. And just like many other retired people, we wonder how we ever found the time to work. We're always behind schedule with keeping truck and trailer together. But cleaning and polishing, grooming, maintaining, and outfitting the rig is also therapeutic. Monitoring the silent killers, news consumption and blood pressure, are the only discomforts we can't seem to shake. Some days we wish we didn't have our new Verizon cell signal booster. That dark side of the moon is a powerful illusion, always with us. So, when the world's problems seem unmovable to us, we, hand in hand, cross over into a different land, a fresh start, a new beginning. Because, come what may, we're living happily ever after. Thank you so much for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. Okay, that's it for now. Have a great week.